हाय एवरीवन, आज जो टॉपिक हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं ये सिर्फ एक फ्यूल टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं है. दिस इज एक्चुअली paradigm shift in nuclear energy. We are talking about anneal fuel, which combines thorium with helium, and the most important point is it enables thorium utilization in existing reactor system, especially PHWRs. अब तक जो थोरियम का कॉन्सेप्ट था वो मोस्टली फ्यूचर ओरिएंटेड था, डिपेंडेंट ऑन फर्स्ट रिएक्टर, ब्रीडर रिएक्टर्स. लेकिन अनिल क्या करता है? इट ब्रिंग्स थोरियम फ्रॉम थ्योरी टू immediate implementation. From an engineering perspective, this fuel offers high burn-up, lower waste generation, improved safety margin, और strategic level पर, especially for India, this becomes extremely important. India के पास दुनिया का significant thorium reserve है, लेकिन यूरेनियम लिमिटेड है. So this technology directly connects to energy security, reduced import dependency, and long-term sustainability. Globally भी अगर देखें तो with increasing demand from AI, data center, clean energy targets, nuclear is again becoming central, and Anil positions itself as a bridge technology between present reactors and future advanced fuel cycle. So in this talk, we'll move step by step, first understanding the problem, then the thorium science, then the anil breakthrough, or finally India or global perspective में इसका impact. Let's begin with why this topic is becoming critical right now. Before we go into thorium or anil, let's understand why this topic becomes critical right now. Globally, we are entering a phase where energy demand is not just increasing, it is accelerating rapidly. The biggest driver today is AI and data center. A single hyperscale data center can consume hundreds of megawatts of continuous power. और ये demand intermittent नहीं है, it's 24/7 base load demand. At the same time, electrification of industries, transportation, infrastructure is also increasing the load on grid. Now, traditionally, we thought renewables will solve this, but reality क्या है? Solar और wind आर इंटरमीडिएंट बाय नेचर. जब सनलाइट या विंड अवेलेबल नहीं होता है, पावर जनरेशन ड्रॉप हो जाता है. स्टोरेज सॉल्यूशंस एग्जिस्ट, बट एट लार्ज स्केल दे आर स्टिल इकोनॉमिकली एंड टेक्निकली चैलेंजिंग. सो वी हैव ए सिचुएशन हियर. Demand is continuous, but supply is variable. At the same time, countries are under strong decarbonization pressure, net zero targets, emission reductions, clean energy mandates. In this entire scenario, nuclear power is coming back into focus because it provides stable, carbon-free base load power. But even nuclear has its own limitation: uranium dependency, waste concerns, fuel efficiency constraint. So the real gap today is we need a clean, reliable, scalable energy solutions beyond conventional uranium systems. And this is exactly where thorium and specifically anil fuel enters the picture. Next, we'll understand what the core problem in the current nuclear fuel cycle is. Let's clearly understand the core problem in today's nuclear fuel cycle. First is uranium dependency. Globally, high-grade uranium reserves are limited and many countries depend heavily on imports. India के केस में although we have reactors, but fuel supply एक strategic constraint रहता है. Second major issue is nuclear waste. Conventional uranium fuel produces long-lived radioactive isotopes like plutonium and minor actinides. ये waste thousands of years तक रेडियोटॉक्सिक रहता है और इसका स्टोरेज और डिस्पोजल बहुत टेक्निकली कॉम्प्लेक्स एंड कॉस्टली है. थर्ड प्रॉब्लम इज फ्यूल यूटिलाइजेशन एफिशिएंसी. If you look at natural uranium, less than 1% of its total energy potential is actually used in reactor. बाकी जो मटेरियल है वो स्पेन फ्यूल के फॉर्म में रह जाता है. Meaning we are not fully utilizing the resources. Now coming specifically to India, ये एक additional constraint है which is delay in first breeder reactor program. इंडिया के 3-stage न्यूक्लियर प्रोग्राम फंडामेंटली डिपेंड करता है एफबीआर्स पर बिकॉज दे आर रिक्वायर्ड टू जनरेट फिशाइल मटेरियल फॉर थोरियम यूटिलाइजेशन. लेकिन डिलेज की वजह से थोरियम बेस्ड ट्रांजिशन स्लो हो गया. सो ओवरऑल सिचुएशन क्या है? वी हैव लिमिटेड यूरेनियम, हाई वेस्ट बर्डन, लो एफिशिएंसी एंड डिलेड पाथवे टू थोरियम. दिस क्रिएट्स ए स्ट्रॉन्ग नीड फॉर न्यू अप्रोच and one that can improve efficiency, reduce waste, and enable thorium utilization without waiting for future reactors. And that is exactly where the thorium fuel cycle becomes important. Let's understand that next. Let us now compare uranium and thorium because this is fundamental to the entire discussion. First, from a resource perspective, thorium is significantly more abundant than uranium, roughly about 3 times. और इंडिया के पास especially large thorium reserves available hai, particularly in coastal regions mein. So from a long term viewpoint, thorium offers a much more sustainable resource base. Now coming to the fuel nature, this is very important. Uranium, specifically U-235, is a fissile material. That means it can directly sustain a chain reaction. Thorium on the other hand is fertile, not fissile. इसका मतलब है कि thorium खुद directly fission नहीं करता है. It needs to absorb a neutron and convert into uranium-233, which is the actual fissile material. So thorium requires a driver fuel. This is a key engineering challenge. Next is energy utilization. In conventional uranium cycle, we are extracting only a small fraction of the total energy potential. Thorium-based systems theoretically allow much higher utilization because of better neutron economy and breeding characteristics. Finally, from a strategic perspective, uranium-based systems often involve import dependency. Thorium, especially for India, offers a pathway towards energy dependence and long-term sustainability and free from this dependency. So overall, thorium looks very promising, but the challenge has always been how to use it effectively in real reactors. That is where the thorium fuel cycle comes into play. थोरियम फ्यूल साइकिल के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे तो थोरियम एज वी डिस्कस इट्स नॉट फिसाइल इट्स फर्टाइल so it cannot directly produce energy through fission. Instead, it undergoes a conversion process. First, thorium-232 will absorb a neutron and becomes thorium-233. Then, through beta decay, it converts to proactinium-233, finally to uranium-233, which is a fissile material. यहाँ से actual power generation start होता है because U-233 can sustain a nuclear chain reaction. Now, this process sounds simple, but there are engineering challenges. One important issue is proactinium-233. इसका हाफ लाइफ अराउंड 27 डेज होता है और ये न्यूट्रॉन एब्जॉर्ब करता है. अगर न्यूट्रॉन फ्लक्स प्रॉपर्ली मैनेज नहीं किया गया तो ये अनवांटेड आइसोटोप्स बना सकता है इंस्टेड ऑफ U-233. So neutron economy and flux controls becomes very critical in thorium system. But once thorium is formed, it has excellent neutron characteristics. In fact, it provides better neutron economy compared to conventional fuels. इसका मतलब है better fuel utilization, more efficient chain reaction and less fuel wastage. So technically, thorium fuel cycle is very powerful but implementation is complex. और इसी complexity के वजह से thorium का large scale use delay हुआ है historically. Now the key question is, how do we make this fuel cycle practical in existing reactor? That's where the next breakthrough come in. The key question is, if thorium is so promising, where and why has it been delayed for so many decades? The biggest reason is dependency on breeder reactors. In the traditional nuclear roadmap, especially in India, a three-stage program देखेंगे तो thorium utilization was planned through a three-stage program. Stage 1 is PHWR, Stage 2 is fast breeder reactor, Stage 3 is thorium based system. यहाँ प्रॉब्लम है कि थोरियम को इफेक्टिवली यूज करने के लिए पहले फिशाइल मटेरियल जनरेट करना पड़ता है, टिपिकली थ्रू ब्रीडर रिएक्टर्स. बट फर्स्ट ब्रीडर रिएक्टर डिप्लॉयमेंट इंक्लूडिंग PFBR हैज फेस डिलेज. इस वजह से पूरा थोरियम रोड मैप पुश हो गया. सेकेंड, देयर आर टेक्नोलॉजी बैरियर्स. थोरियम डाइऑक्साइड फ्यूल फैब्रिकेशन इज मोर कॉम्प्लेक्स देन यूरेनियम फ्यूल. रिप्रोसेसिंग भी चैलेंजिंग है और इंडस्ट्री एक्सपीरियंस लिमिटेड रहा है. थर्ड इज इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर कॉन्स्ट्रेंट्स. थोरियम बेस्ड सिस्टम्स के लिए अलग इकोसिस्टम चाहिए, न्यू फ्यूल साइकिल फैसिलिटीज, लाइसेंसिंग फ्रेमवर्क्स और सिग्निफिकेंट इन्वेस्टमेंट. ये सब एक लॉन्ग टर्म कमिटमेंट डिमांड करता है. नाउ स्पेसिफिकली फॉर इंडिया, PFBR डिले हैज डायरेक्टली impacted transition to stage 2 and stage 3. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि थोरियम यूटिलाइजेशन प्रैक्टिकल लेवल पर इम्प्लीमेंट अभी तक नहीं हो पाया. सो फॉर डिकेड्स थोरियम रिमेन मोर ऑफ ए फ्यूचर प्रॉमिस देन ए प्रेजेंट सॉल्यूशन. एंड दिस इज एग्जैक्टली द गैप, a technology that can use thorium without waiting for breeder reactors. That gap is what Anil Fuel is trying to address. Let's move to that breakthrough. Now we have come to that point, Anil Fuel. ANIL stands for Advanced Nuclear Energy for Enriched Life. Its core idea is very simple but very powerful. It combines thorium with HALEU, which is high as a low enriched uranium, typically enriched between 5 to 20%. यहाँ HALEU का रोल बहुत क्रिटिकल है. It acts as a fissile driver, so you can think of it as a spark plug. थोरियम खुद से रिएक्शन स्टार्ट नहीं कर सकता है, बट HALEU प्रोवाइड्स द इनिशियल न्यूट्रॉन्स रिक्वायर्ड टू इनिशिएट एंड सस्टेन द चेन रिएक्शन. At the same time, during operation, thorium absorbs neutrons and converts into uranium-233, which further contributes to power generation. So effectively, fuel itself evolve होता है inside the reactor. Now, the biggest innovation here is not just the fuel composition; it is the design philosophy. ANIL is specifically designed to work with existing PHWR reactors without requiring major modification. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? We do not need to wait for new reactor technologies. We can use the current fleet itself. This is a major shift. Earlier, focus reactor design पर था, but now innovation is happening at the fuel level. So ANIL becomes a bridge technology. Present reactors को use करते हुए future thorium fuel cycle को enable करता है. In short, this is not just a new fuel; it's a new pathway to practical thorium utilization. Now next see what makes this technically superior. Let's focus on the key innovation of ANIL fuel. which actually makes it a game changer. Traditionally, thorium utilization require new reactor system, especially fast breeder reactor or advanced design. That means new infrastructure, long timeline, high capital investment. But Anil changes this completely. It is specifically designed to work with existing PHWR and CANDU reactors. No major hardware modification is required. Reactor physics framework भी largely same रहता है. This is a very important shift. Earlier innovation was happening at the reactor level. Now it has moved to fuel level. और इसका direct impact क्या है? Deployment timeline drastically reduce हो जाता है. We don't have to wait decades for new reactors. Operationally भी Anil fuel can be loaded into existing fuel channels with minimal changes in handling system. It is compatible with both 220 megawatt electrical and 700 megawatt electrical PHWRs, which are already part of India's fleet. Now, from a strategic perspective, this is even more important. It is effectively bypasses the dependency on fast breeder reactors. मतलब जो bottleneck था इंडिया के 3-stage program में वो वहां से remove हो जाता है. So instead of waiting for stage 2 to complete, we can directly start integrating thorium in stage 1 reactors. In simple terms, earlier approach था build new reactor then use thorium. Anil approach है use existing reactor, start thorium now. That's why this is considered as a disruptive innovation. Now let's look at the actual technical performance benefits of this fuel. Actual technical advantage of Anil fuel which actually justify why this innovation is so important. First is burn up performance. In conventional PHWR, burn up is 7000 megawatt day per tons. With Anil fuel, this can go up to 60,000 megawatt day per ton. मतलब almost 7 to 8 times improvement. इसका direct impact क्या है? Fuel stays longer inside the reactor, refueling frequency reduce होती है, overall operational efficiency improve होता है. Second is neutron economy. Anil fuel generates uranium-233 which has better neutron yield compared to U-235 or plutonium-239. ये allow करता है more efficient use of neutrons, especially in thermal spectrum reactors like PHWR. इसका मतलब है better breeding, better fuel utilization. Third is thermal properties. Thorium dioxide यानी THO2 has higher thermal conductivity, much higher melting point around 330 degree Celsius. ये fuel को more stable बनाता है under high temperature conditions. Heat transfer भी better होता है which improves overall reactor safety margin. Finally, fuel efficiency. Because of high burn up and better neutron utilization, we extract much more energy from the same amount of fuel. इस fuel consumption reduce होता है over the life cycle और operational interruption भी कम हो जाते हैं. So technically, Anil is not just an alternative, it is a performance upgrade over conventional fuel system. Next, we will qualify this system in terms of cost, waste and safety. Now let's translate the technical improvement into real world performance gains. First is cost reduction. With Anil fuel, the levelized cost of electricity LCOE is expected to reduce by around 20 to 30%. ये primarily आता है due to high burn up, reduced refueling, lower fuel consumption. मतलब same reactor से भी more energy output मिल रहा है with less fuel input. Second is waste minimization. One of the biggest advantages is more than 85% reduction in spent fuel volume. ये कैसे achieve होता है? Because fuel stays longer in the reactor, burns more completely. Also, thorium-based cycles produce fewer long-lived transuranic elements. इसका डायरेक्ट इम्पैक्ट होता है लोअर स्टोरेज रिक्वायरमेंट, रिड्यूस लॉन्ग टर्म रेडियोटॉक्सिसिटी, ईजियर वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट. थर्ड है सेफ्टी एनहांसमेंट. थोरियम डाइऑक्साइड का मेल्टिंग पॉइंट यूरेनियम डाइऑक्साइड से सिग्निफिकेंटली हायर होता है. इसका मतलब है बेटर रेजिस्टेंस टू एक्सट्रीम टेम्परेचर सिनेरियोज. ऑल्सो इंप्रूव थर्मल कंडक्टिविटी एंश्योर्स बेटर हीट रिमूवल या ओवरऑल एक्सीडेंट टॉलरेंस को इंप्रूव करता है. Finally, operational efficiency. Because of high burn up, fewer fuel bundles are needed. Refueling operations कम होते हैं, डाउन टाइम रिड्यूस होता है, प्लांट अवेलेबिलिटी इंप्रूव होता है. सो ओवरऑल अनिल फ्यूल डिलीवर्स बेनिफिट अक्रॉस इकोनॉमिक्स, वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट, सेफ्टी, ऑपरेशंस. ये कॉम्बिनेशन ही इस टेक्नोलॉजी को ट्रूली इंपैक्टफुल बनाता है. नेक्स्ट वी विल लुक एट हाउ दिस फ्यूल हैज बीन टेस्टेड एंड वैलिडेटेड इन रियल कंडीशंस. Now let's look at how Anil fuel has been validated, because without testing, no nuclear technology can be trusted. This primary testing has been carried out at Idaho National Laboratory, specifically in the Advanced Test Reactor or ATR. This reactor provides a high neutron flux environment which allows accelerated testing of fuel performance. मतलब जो behavior normally years में दिखेगा वो यहाँ faster evaluate किया जा सकता है. Now coming to performance validation, the fuel has achieved high burn up levels in the range of 45 to 60 gigawatt day per ton, which is significantly higher than conventional fuels. More importantly, during irradiation, structural integrity maintained रहा, fuel matrix stable रहा, no major deformation or failure observed. This is very critical from an engineering and safety standpoint. Next is material qualification. Because of higher temperature and burn up, Advanced cladding material like SS316H or other high temperature alloys are being evaluated. ये materials ensure करता है कि fuel rods high stress condition में भी stable रहे without cracking or deformation. After irradiation, the next step is post irradiation examination or PIE. यहाँ detailed analysis होता है microstructure, fission gas behavior, material degradation. Based on these regulatory approvals के लिए data generate होता है. So overall, anneal fuel has moved beyond theory. It is now the stage of validated experimental performance. Next, we will look deeper into the actual fuel design and engineering perspective. Engineering design of anneal fuel देखा जाएगा तो इसका there are lot of innovation actually lies. First, the fuel composition. Anneal is a mixed oxide fuel combining thorium dioxide and enriched uranium dioxide, specifically HALEU. इसका रेशियो केयरफुली ऑप्टिमाइज किया जाता है सो दैट सफिशिएंट रिएक्टिविटी मेंटेन हो और थोरियम कन्वर्सन एफिशिएंट हो. Second is the pellet design, which is quite interesting. Unlike conventional solid pellets, anneal uses a annular design, meaning there is a hollow region at the center. इसका पर्पस क्या है? ड्यूरिंग इरेडिएशन फिशन गैसेस जनरेट होते हैं. ये सेंट्रल वॉइड उन गैसेस को एकोमोडेट करता है, रिड्यूसिंग इंटरनल प्रेशर. रिजल्ट लोअर स्ट्रेस on cladding, better structural stability, higher burn up capability. Third है cladding and materials. Because anneal operates at higher temperature and burn up standard materials may not be sufficient, इसलिए advanced materials like SS31H or similar high temperature alloys are being used. ये ensure करते हैं mechanical strength, resistance to irradiation damage, long term durability. Finally, reactor integration. One of the biggest strength of this design that it maintains compatibility with existing PHWR fuel geometry. मतलब same fuel bundle structure, same channel configuration, minimum changes required in the reactor system. So overall, anneal is not just a concept, that it is carefully engineered fuel system designed for real world deployment. Now we have to move the most important part, what this means specifically for India. Let us look at the India's position where anneal fuel stands here strategically. Very important. First is resource strength. India possesses nearly 25% of the world's thorium reserves, mainly in the form of monazite sands along coastal regions. ये एक unique advantage है because most countries rely heavily on uranium, but India has a strong thorium base. Second, existing reactor infrastructure. India has a well-established fleet of pressurized heavy reactors, but 220 megawatt, 700 megawatt electrical. PHWRs are particularly suitable for thorium utilization because of their excellent neutron economy. इसका मतलब है कि इंडिया ऑलरेडी हैज दैट reactor platform in place. Third, fuel cycle compatibility. India's Department of Atomic Energy has decades of experience in fuel fabrication, reprocessing, reactor engineering. So the technical ecosystem required for advanced fuel deployment is already available. Now, combining all these reactors, we get a strategic opportunity. India can reduce dependence on imported uranium, move towards long-term energy dependence, and potentially become a global leader in thorium based nuclear technology. लेकिन चैलेंज ये था कि थोरियम को प्रैक्टिकली यूज में कैसे लाए, और यहाँ anneal fuel plays a critical role. It connects India's existing strengths with future possibilities. Next, we will see how anneal fits into India's three-stage nuclear program. Now, let's connect anneal fuel with India's three-stage nuclear program. Traditionally, India's nuclear roadmap is structured in three stages. PHWR using uranium, stage 1, stage 2 is fast breeder reactors generating plutonium, stage 3 is thorium based fuel cycle using U-233. This structure is logical but has one major dependency. Stage 2 must succeed before stage 3 begins. और यही bottleneck है. fast breeder reactor deployment including PFBR has faced delays. इस वजह से thorium utilization practically postponed हो गया. So even though India has thorium resources, we are not able to use them at scale. Now this is where anneal fuel changes the entire approach. Anneal allows thorium to be used directly in stage 1 reactor, meaning PHWRs. Instead of wasting of the resources waiting for plutonium from breeder reactors, we use HALEU as fissile driver, which initiates the reaction. इससे क्या होता है? We are no longer dependent on stage 2 completion. Thorium utilization can start directly and immediately. This creates a major strategic shift. Earlier, the model was stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3. Now, with anneal, it becomes more parallel and flexible. That stage 2 will continue. You can continue PHWR operations and simultaneously start integrating thorium. So, in the simple terms, we are bypassing delays and accelerating transitions. And this is why anneal is considered game changer in India's nuclear roadmap. Now, we'll look at how this impacts of India's energy security and long-term goals. Now, let's understand the energy security impact of anneal fuel for India, which is one of the strongest arguments in its favor. First, reduction in uranium dependency. Currently, India imports a significant portion of its uranium requirements. With anil fuel, because of higher burn up and better efficiency, the total uranium requirement per unit energy reduces. इसका मतलब है less dependency on global supply chain और geopolitical risk भी reduce होता है. Second is long term fuel sustainability. India के पास large thorium reserves already available है. Anil allows us to start utilizing these domestic resources. Over time, as U-233 build up, we can move towards a more self-sustaining fuel cycle. This creates a pathway for decades of energy security. Third, it supports to nuclear expansion. India has an ambitious target of 100 gigawatt nuclear capacity by 2047. Anil fuel supports this by improving performance of existing PHWRs, enabling Bharat small reactors. मतलब same infrastructure से more output achieve किया जा सकता है. Finally, industrial and grid impact. India's future demand, especially from industries, data centers, and infrastructures, requires reliable baseload power. Renewables alone cannot provide that stability. Anil-enabled nuclear systems can deliver continuous power, high reliability, low carbon emissions. So overall, Anil is not just a fuel innovation, it is a strategic enabler for India's energy independence and growth. Next, we'll zoom out and see what is happening globally in thorium and advanced fuels. Global view देखेंगे तो because thorium is not just an Indian concept, it is a part of broader international effort. Different countries are exploring thorium in different ways. First, United States in collaboration with India. Here the focus is on anil fuel which combines thorium with HALEU. The key strategy is to use existing reactors, especially PHWR and CANDU system. इसका advantage क्या है? First, deployment, minimal infrastructure change. Second है China. China is taking a completely different approach. They are developing molten salt reactors where thorium is used in liquid form. इसमें advantage है online refueling, potential higher safety, but challenge क्या है? It requires entirely new reactor system, which means longer deployment timeline. Third, in Europe, especially Norway, वहाँ focus रहा है thorium based MOX fuel using thorium and plutonium in light water reactor. ये approach mainly aimed at utilizing existing plutonium stockpiles. Now, if we look at the global trend, सब countries एक direction में move कर रहा है. Better fuel efficiency, reduce nuclear waste, clean and reliable base load power. But approach different है. Anil का biggest advantage ये है कि it offers the fastest path to implementation because it leverages existing infrastructure. So, in the global race, Anil represents a practical and deployable solution, not just a future concept. Next, we will compare these approaches and understand why it makes Anil fuel unique. Anil stand out among all global approaches. First is deployment speed. Anil works with existing PHWR infrastructure, which means no need to build new reactors, no long construction timelines. इसका मतलब है faster transition from concept to the implementation. Second is the technology readiness. Anil fuel has already undergone irradiation testing at Idaho National Laboratory. It is based on proven reactor system, not experimental platform. So overall technology risk is significantly lower compared to new reactor design. Third is scalability. Anil can be deployed across existing PHWR fleet, CANDU reactor globally, and even future SMR platform. ये एक scalable solution है जो gradually expand हो सकता है. Now let's compare. If we look at molten salt reactor, they are very promising, but they require a completely new ecosystem. High potential है, but long timeline. Similarly, thorium MOX fuels in Europe are useful, but they do not fully exploit thorium's potential. Anil का advantage ये है कि it evolutionary, not disruptive. मतलब we don't replace the system, we upgrade it. So instead of waiting for future technologies, Anil allows us to start using thorium today. And that is why it is considered one of the most practical pathways in global nuclear landscape. Next, we will look at economic and policy dimension of these transitions. Economic and policy aspects देखेंगे. These are critical for real world deployment. Economy में Anil fuel is expected to reduce the levelized cost of electricity by around 20 to 30%. This comes from higher burn up, lower fuel requirement, reduced waste time handling. मतलब per unit electricity cost significantly reduce हो गया. Secondly, capital efficiency. Anil uses existing reactors, so don't need massive new capital investment for building reactors. Existing assets का better utilization होता है, which improves overall return on investment. Now, coming to policy evolution in India, India is gradually opening its nuclear sector for private participation. Liability frameworks में भी reforms discussion हो रहे हैं to enable collaborations. Already शांति बिल पास हो गया है. साथ ही फोकस ऑन स्मॉल मॉड्यूलर रिएक्टर्स एंड एडवांस फ्यूल्स भी इंक्रीज हो रहा है. ये सब मिलकर इकोसिस्टम को रेडी बना रहे हैं. फाइनली, international cooperation. This is growing and there is a collaboration between India and United States in civil nuclear energy. इसमें technology transfer, fuel development, supply chain partnerships are being actively explored. So overall, Anil is not just technically viable, it is also becoming economically attractive and policy driven. This combination is essential for large-scale adoption. Next, we will look at safety, proliferation, and environmental aspects. Look at the safety and environmental and non-proliferation aspects, which are very important in nuclear technology. Safety, thorium dioxide has a much higher melting point, around 330 degrees Celsius, compared to conventional uranium fuel. So it also has better thermal conductivity. इसका मतलब है कि fuel can handle higher temperature, transfer heat more efficiently, which improves overall safety margins during abnormal conditions. Proliferation resistance, this is very unique feature for thorium fuel cycle. U-233 is produced, it is typically contaminated with U-232, which emits strong gamma radiation. इसका practical implementation ये है कि handling becomes extremely difficult, sealing required होता है, unauthorized diversion detect करना easy हो जाता है. So from a security perspective, this fuel cycle is inherently more resistant. Third, waste characteristics. Anil fuel significantly reduces long-lived transuranic elements like plutonium, americium. इससे लॉन्ग टर्म रेडियो टॉक्सिसिटी रिड्यूस होता है, और क्योंकि फ्यूल बर्न अप हाई है, टोटल वेस्ट वॉल्यूम भी कम होता है. फाइनली, एनवायरमेंटल बेनिफिट्स. न्यूक्लियर एनर्जी ऑलरेडी प्रोवाइड्स लो कार्बन बेस लोड पावर. अनिल एनहांसेस दिस बाय इंप्रूविंग एफिशिएंसी एंड रिड्यूसिंग वेस्ट. ये डायरेक्टली कंट्रीब्यूट करता है नेट जीरो गोल्स, क्लीन इंडस्ट्रियल एनर्जी, सस्टेनेबल पावर सिस्टम. सो ओवरऑल अनिल फ्यूल इज नॉट only efficient but also safer, cleaner and more secure. Now let's conclude with future outlook and strategic vision. Future vision of Anil and thorium based nuclear strategy. We are at a very interesting point today. For decades, thorium was considered a long term possibility but not something immediately deployable. Anil changes that. In the near term, we can start deploying this fuel in existing PHWR reactors. इसका मतलब है कि without waiting for new reactor technologies, we can begin practical thorium utilization. Now, looking at the future, energy demand is going on to increase significantly. AI system, data center, industrial electrification, all these requires continuous, reliable, clean power. Renewable alone cannot meet this demand. Nuclear energy will play a critical role, and advanced fuels like Anil will make it more efficient and sustainable. From India's perspective, this is a strategic opportunity. India can utilize its vast thorium reserves, build an indigenous fuel ecosystem, and potentially become a global leader in thorium-based nuclear technology. So this is not just about energy, it is about technology leadership and long-term national capability. If we summarize this everything, we are moving from a stage where thorium was a theoretical vision to a stage where it is becoming a deployable reality. And the key driver for this transition is not reactor innovations, it's fuel innovation. So the final message is simple: thorium is no longer the future, it is becoming the present. और इसी के साथ हम ये लेक्चर कंप्लीट करते हैं. I upload Monday, Wednesday and Friday and come with a different topic, mostly nuclear and associated topics, electrical control systems, artificial intelligence. So stay